Hello, thank you for being here. Let the madness begin. POV, I literally already got fired. I didn't know you weren't allowed to film. And that's enough for this week. Thank you for watching. And people argue that TikTok has rotted our brains. That Furby is glitching like 2026. Spider in my Funables fruit snack. I got some stuck in my teeth. Well, that image is not very funnable.
Making yourself look an even bigger idiot than you did on the Netflix show.
Oh, really? Really? Yes. To people like you, sir, I don't mind that. You make yourself look like an idiot every single day when your wife is at home posting pictures that you're out and she wants to get used like a toy by who is cleaning her car. Is that why you have a problem with me? Is that why you're pushing this narrative? Because I'm the man. Wife while you are on holiday. I don't know why you come on and you talk like you're holier than thou. As soon as you're away,
all right, let's
who's this? Applications are open.
All right, let's just
that's your ting, bro. That's your girl.
Let's end this, please.
Cooked.
You know what? I'm not doing this. Sorry, guys. It's pointless.
That's enough Piers Morgan and HSTikkyTokky for the rest of my life, and we wonder why aliens are studying us. I'm starting to consider whether mainstream media is just designed to make us all fight with each other and live in a constant state of fear and anger. I'm guessing when Piers Morgan brought HSTikkyTokky on to roast him, rage quitting his own show was not the plan.
They're using AI to slip adverts into shows that you're already watching and you wouldn't even know. The actors in the show will do the adverts unknowingly. Check this out. Look, this is Suits. Normal show, everything's working as normal. He's coming out to jump in the car, and then suddenly an ad break hits. AI generates the advert, different for everyone. This one's a Coca-Cola advert, takes you over to Coca-Cola, and then it just seamlessly goes on with the show. The actors themselves in the shows are going to be the people presenting the products that the advertisers want. Every person gets a different advert depending on their own selected advertising. Old shows like Friends, an ad break shows up. Suddenly, Joey reaches down and grabs a Beats by Dre headphones, and then you can go over and click on it. They're seamlessly adding these products in and even having the actors showcase them, and they don't need to bring the actors in. It's just going to be seamless.
And that is why my dusty DVD collection is going everywhere with me.
Luke Skywalker is about to take a swing at Darth Vader.
But first, anyone for some Maltesers? Creamy on the outside, crunchy on the inside. Dear residents of that house, make sure you have a big dinner tonight because you are being abducted, to be clear.
So if y'all never seen Final Destination, that car in the back of that trailer just hit a bump and that shit just jumped like off, like it's about to fall off the trailer. I ain't getting behind the Joker, but I mean, I'm gonna come up on the side of him like, actually I'm about to just ride by. That gonna hit one more bump, that shit going down. That joint is crazy.
Worst game of Jenga ever. Yeah, that is a disaster waiting to happen. It looks like it's crushed that car below it. Is that a BMW? Someone is going to be mad.
Olha o que nós encontramos. Gabriel aqui. Olha o que nós encontramos aqui. Olha a bichona. Olha a cabeça dela.
Just a massive snake, and that dude is paddling next to it like it's a small world ride at Disney. Was that at Disney or the other one? Well, that legitimately gives me goosebumps.
You know what Ford has? A patent for vehicles to be able to repossess themselves. And I read it so you don't have to. That's you, number 120. That's your repossession computer, that's a camera, and that's a camera. But we'll come back to the cameras. In the event that you become delinquent on your payments, the computers will then begin to communicate with each other. One of those computers will be your lending institution. Now, warning messages will be sent to you. In the event that you do not answer those messages or try to resolve your delinquency, the first step will be to make you become uncomfortable to drive the vehicle, such as disabling things like cruise control, your automatic windows, your automatic seats, or the infotainment system. Step 2, when you, number 120, come near the vehicle, an unpleasant noise will continue to be played. You will not be able to shut off that sound without contacting, that's right, your lending institution. If, in spite of the sound produced, you still fail to respond to their messages and fix your delinquency, they will then move on to the next phase, which is disabling some, if not all, of the primary use components. For example, the engine, the brakes, the accelerator, the steering wheel, the doors, and lights of the vehicle. You know, everything you'd need to drive. You remember the cameras I told you about, 130 and 140? Yeah, well, they would be able to use those for video clips or even video streaming to see if your vehicle is parked inside a garage. Now, should it get to this point, the vehicle will autonomously drive itself from the owner's premises to either a repossession agency, an impound yard, or any other predetermined location. So if you'd like to read this for yourself, there's the patent number.
I remember the days of my Vauxhall Corsa with a cassette player and maps on the passenger seat. It is becoming apparent that those were the days.
I'm not quite sure what I just witnessed right now, but it was more than one event, and I've got them all on camera. First, I noticed this dark spot in the moon, and I'm going to shorten these clips, but this one, not long after I saw this, I don't know what I'm looking at. There's nothing up there. There's not a mountain or anything for anyone to be on. I'm going to show a couple stills, and then wait till you see what happened afterwards. This is to show how high up it was. Then a couple minutes after, I noticed they came by spraying, and they made an X, or a cross. It almost looks like a cross on its side. Then a couple minutes later, they came through, sprayed even more. A couple minutes later, completely blocked it. I don't know. If you stuck around this long, tell me what you think.
Something is definitely moving there, and you can see the lines in the sky as it progresses. What are they doing at night when people are not watching?
Right here, this, whatever this is, this right here. We think it's air, but I realize that if I stop, close my nose and mouth for 4 minutes, if I'm separated from this substance for 4 minutes, my heart don't stop. My brain don't even stop. My body functions don't stop. The first thing I lose is consciousness. I pass out. I can no longer stay aware. So I started to say, well, wait a minute. I'm not just breathing in air. I'm breathing in consciousness. I'm inhaling and exhaling God itself.
I don't know who that is, but he's been eating way too many Funables.
This lovable guy, Sammy Asdrubal, accidentally created a robot vacuum army. He just wanted to control his automated vacuum with a PS5 control, you know, as you do. And then he used Claude code and found a massive flaw in DJI's system. So much so, it gave him access to 7,000 vacuums that he could control. He could see through their cameras. He could listen through their microphones, which even according to him, he was like, why does the vacuum have a microphone? And it would even tell him the GPS location because this dude just wanted to play Vacuum Simulator. And
I'll stick to my broom, thanks. It's not like your smart vacuum cleaner is another device that can spy on you. And yes, that guy accidentally hacking the system is quite amusing.
The Colonel with Devil's Eyebrows, Michael Aquino, commander of a psychological operations battalion and founder of the Temple of Set. By day, he developed mind manipulation techniques for the U.S. Army. By night, he performed occult rituals. His psychological warfare methods are still widely used in military intelligence. His books required reading. In 1975, he broke with Satanist Anton LaVey and created his own order. Aquino believed magic is the science of controlling reality through will. Remember, if you don't deal with the occult will deal with you.
Who hired that guy? Thank you for attending the interview for Job of General. Let's start with a simple question. What are your interests in life? Well, funny you ask.
12:50 a.m. The security alarm goes off, says there's an intruder. After playing back the footage, the homeowner was confused. What happened here? I personally watched this footage over and over again, and the only excuse I can come up with was possibly a direct energy weapon or something interdimensional. You do hear a loud blast going off, and then on camera you see a shockwave begin to roll by. This definitely goes down as unexplainable. Leave your thoughts below.
I don't know, I may be being stupid, which is highly likely, but that one does seem genuinely mysterious. Can someone tell me what that is?
Yeah, I was on my flight Friday morning. I looked out my window, and mind you, we're above the clouds. So this is like on top of the clouds. What is that? What is it?
As much as I would love that to be cloud people, boring answer is probably some sort of smokestack in the clouds.
What in the world do we think happened here? This place is for sale right now in Monroe, Michigan for under $100,000, which is unheard of in this day and age. And it's actually cute on the outside, but the price makes a lot more sense when you see the inside. So many of you sent me this listing for my Zillow series, and I'm really disappointed that despite all of my research, I could not figure out what happened in this house. Some people were speculating that it could have been a foreclosure, saying that sometimes people will trash a house when they find out that the bank is taking it over. Sometimes, if that's the case, the home is listed as a foreclosure instead of just saying that it's for sale, but in the state of Michigan, they have no legal obligation to tell you that the home is a foreclosure, as long as they're showing pictures that accurately represent the state of the house. I think what's even more concerning is that there's evidence that children lived in this house. And if a foreclosure is the case, it seems like the parents gave their children a bucket full of red paint and red markers and told them to go crazy on the walls. At least I can hope that it didn't look this way while they were living.
Well, nothing good happened there. And what's even stranger is the real estate agent just posted those pictures. Quality marketing. This has been the James Linker Experience. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch. See you soon.